Good afternoon and welcome to the commencement ceremony for Chamberlain University College of Nursing, Cleveland campus. My name is Janine Vale, faculty member, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies. Please join me in welcoming Campus President, Dr. Brenda Spear.
Thank you and good afternoon. It is an honor and pleasure to be here today and celebrate this long-awaited milestone. Graduates, today is a special day because we are celebrating you and commemorating your accomplishments. You, your friends, family, and colleagues are together and are very excited and proud of you. We share great satisfaction in seeing you transition from a student to a graduate. Many saw firsthand your commitment, hard work, and unwavering dedication. As students, you made personal and social sacrifices to reach this special and successful moment. You did it, and congratulations. Nursing is a career that expects us to be lifelong learners, critical thinkers, and to have answers to many dilemmas we are yet to conquer. It is also a career that can have many winding and twisting roads of opportunities. We can start off working in a med-surg unit, learning electronic charting, and then a few years later become an informatics nurse. We may even end up being a critical care nurse and then with some extra education be a nurse anesthetist. The journey in our careers will offer many opportunities. While the roads that we have taken to reach this point may vary from one another, the importance of our accomplishments are the same. We are all here for the patients to make a difference to those under our care. You too will have many opportunities to exercise your skills, abilities, critical thinking, patient advocacy, and voice and leadership. As you go forward today, think of yourself as a blank canvas that you create with your talent, skills, and experience. Make it a spectacular piece of art. I want to close with a quote. Throughout your journey, you will need to find courage. There will be days that you are going to struggle. You may even have times when people attempt to break you down or challenge your intelligence, skills, and even your right to be where you are. You will have moments when you may question your own abilities and perhaps sanity, but you will rise. You will rise because your strength as a nurse is not determined by one grade, one shift, or one job. It is an ongoing journey of learning, honor, humility, dedication, commitment, and a chance to make even the smallest difference in the lives of our patients. Starting today, you are prepared to do that. Congratulations. I wish you the best and look forward to hearing about your many accomplishments in the years to come. Thank you. Class of 2020, welcome to the profession. I want to take this next minute to introduce Carol Sams. It is a pleasure to introduce her. She is an executive director of the Greater Cleveland Nursing Association. Her nursing career spans over 40 years, focusing on the care of vulnerable populations in the underserved and free clinics, homeless shelters, public health, county hospital services, and American Red Cross. She earned her bachelor's in nursing from Mount St. Joseph University and her master's in nursing as an adult nurse practitioner from the University of Akron. She is passionate about equality in healthcare and mentoring the next generation of nursing graduates. Carol has so many accomplishments throughout her career. I'm so impressed by her dedication to the profession and art of nursing. It is a true honor and privilege to welcome Carol Sams to the podium.
Congratulations to all of you on this joyous occasion, your graduation from Chamberlain University College of Nursing. Welcome to nursing as my colleagues. No doubt you have worked diligently toward this day, preparing for what comes next, NCLEX, interviews, a nursing residency, and finding the best nursing position possible. Weekends, night shifts, no problem. After all, Florence Nightingale was the lady with the lamp, watching over and tending to all who cried in the night. This is no ordinary time, and you are about to embark on what may seem a daunting task. But remember, you are not alone. There are so many resources for you. Simply ask. And above all, take care of yourself. There is only one you, so stay in tune to your thoughts and feelings. Self-care is as important as caring for others. The art of nursing is just as important as the science, and in many ways, more so. Let me begin by sharing a story about me and what I learned that may help you. About 25 years ago, I worked in the General Clinical Research Center at Metro Health as an assistant nurse manager. Though much of the research in the GCRC was physician-led, I was lucky to be involved in a collaborative citywide partnership on a project regarding patient readiness for discharge. Focus groups with nurses ensued, and we learned what we suspected all along. Nurses really do know when a patient is ready to go home, despite the doctor's order, appropriate or not. Of course, it does not end there. So on to the publication of our findings and disseminating the data and conclusions to others. National conference, here I come. I was part of a clinical research panel presentation at Sigma Theta Tau International with 5 other nurses, 3 of whom had their PhDs. I missed most of the conference to practice my 6 minutes at the podium, and it was a good thing I did. Just before my turn, the bulb on the projector died. So I had nothing but my notes to rely on. With all that practice, I had nearly memorized my talk, and it went exceedingly well. I even received compliments from a college dean and professor in the audience. But talk about being scared. So that's like being a little bit like being a new grad, having the knowledge and being a little or maybe more uneasy with the process. The conference had even more meaning to me. While browsing the exhibits, I purchased a nurse ring. It was a thin gold band with the letter N with a double border to the left, and it created 5 points. That was my first introduction to the 5 C's of caring: commitment, conscience, competence, compassion, and confidence. But wait, in my literature search, I learned of 2 more: communication and culture, and then 2 more: comportment and creativity, and so on. So let's talk more about these characteristics of caring. Commitment is something you all have. Completing your BSN is proof. But will you have it throughout your career with life's ups and downs? Many nurses will say commitment is in their blood and the 2 cannot be separated. Working extra shifts to help colleagues through the devastation of COVID, selflessly going above and beyond without thinking twice demonstrates this. But be careful. Remember to halt. HALT. When you are hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Regroup and take a step back. Breathe and reflect before saying or doing something you really don't intend. Conscientiousness is critical to nursing. It makes for accuracy in passing medications, carrying out orders, and doing what is right. But there is moral injury too. That happens when you witness something that may have had a negative outcome and could have been done differently. That injury can collect inside of you and make it hard to move on if you don't take the time to huddle, discuss, and share your feelings. Your conscience rules and guides you through critical thinking and decision-making. Competence. If simulation and practice don't create competence, I don't know what does. In your career, maintaining the competence through additional study, certifications, and continuing education is a must. Nursing is increasingly more complex, and keeping up in your area of expertise takes time and experience. Compassion. What experience did you have that made you become a nurse in the first place? Whatever it was will drive you to do your best and develop your personal art of nursing. It is how you relate to others, your patients and families, your coworkers and colleagues in times of joy and sorrow. It is recognizing the needs of others and yourself. Sometimes that requires doing something, and sometimes just being. Silence, a special touch, holding a hand, a little humor, reflecting, or meditating. Intuitively, you react the way you need to. Confidence. Confidence is what people notice when you practice nursing. Patients develop a sense of trust and feel well taken care of when you tend to their needs. Sometimes you may not feel so confident, so fake it until you make it. It takes time and practice like everything else. The term new grad may intimidate you, at least until the next new grads come along. And now for the few extra C's: communication, culture, comportment, and creativity. These add-ons are attributes that also exemplify the art of nursing. Communication is important, and so is your delivery. Kind and caring, firm, or straightforward may be appropriate depending on the situation. When in doubt, talk it over with your peers, or think about the ways your grandmother would guide you with her infinite wisdom. Culture, like no other, has come front and center in 2020. Black Lives Matter, social justice, and healthcare disparities are just a few examples. The need for a culturally diverse nursing workforce is obvious, and one that educators have worked diligently toward. Each of you has a set of experiences that make you unique. Getting to know what is important to others is just as important as being accurate in your physical assessment. It may be difficult, but well worth the challenge. We learn from each other when we take the time to listen. We better understand and create necessary change. Comportment. I'll be honest, I had to look this one up, but now it's part of my vocabulary. Comportment is how you come across to others. It is style, grace, professionalism, political correctness, emotional intelligence, and wisdom, all at the same time. It's knowing what to say and do at the right time. This is a characteristic that doesn't come easily, and it may take a lifetime to fully develop. Like everything else, you will get there. Creativity. Creativity is something that comes naturally to a nurse. If it doesn't exist or there is an easier way, a nurse will find how to get the job done. It was a nurse in the COVID crisis who added extension tubing to IV pumps to pull them outside of isolation rooms to carefully titrate IV medications during a critical PPE shortage. Nurses continue to improve practice by creating safer ways to position and transfer patients, thus reducing the risk of injury. Innovation leads to improving quality and safety. Did you know that the Quality, Safety, and Education for Nurses Institute, QSIN for short, is based in Cleveland at Francis Baden Bolton School of Nursing, and that the American Nurses Association holds an annual competition for grants for individuals or groups to develop their creative ideas to marketable products? That just shows how important nursing practice is to improve the future of healthcare. You make a difference, and your contribution matters. Whether it's 5, 7, or 9 character traits that you bring to your career: commitment, conscientiousness, competence, compassion, confidence, communication, culture, comportment, and creativity, they all define who you are as a nurse. These traits ground you, sustain you, and encourage your personal and professional growth. They also allow you to care for yourself as you care for others. You are never alone, and the world of nursing is relatively small. Journal articles authors love to hear from their readers and willingly respond to your inquiries by email, phone, or text. Collaborations across the country and the world happen when we reach out to others with similar interests. Mentoring is for the asking. There is so much opportunity, and now is the time to embrace it. Professional nursing organizations such as the American Nurses Association provide mentoring for new members, but only if you pursue it. There is a new member, New Nurse Network at the Ohio Nurses Association app called ONA Connect. It provides confidential sounding board and extra support as you launch your career. Sometimes it is safer and more reassuring to talk to someone that is outside your work environment. Lastly, there are retired nurses like me who are willing to guide you in a local and more personal way. Ask, 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 and you will get. Expand your horizons, reach for the stars, and dream big, because dreams often do come true. Congratulations on your accomplishments, and I wish you the best nursing career possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. It is now my pleasure to introduce the student speaker for the student address.
Good afternoon, friends, family, professors, and fellow Chamberlain graduates of 2020. Today, I am speaking on behalf of our class who are all transitioning from a student nursing role to a 2020 graduate of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I wish that I can see each and every one of your faces right now to personally congratulate you on accomplishing such a rewarding achievement. As many of you know, 2020 was the year of the nurses, and with the COVID-19 pandemic, this only emphasized it. COVID-19 severely affected not only our worldwide economy, but also the people that we love. For me, and I hope for each and every one of you graduating nursing student, 2020 was not a year of confusion or waiting. It was a year for action. Many of us have already experienced what it is like to care for COVID-positive patients. We have seen the terrible effect that the coronavirus had on both the patients and our healthcare staff. It was during those trying moments that I knew that I made the right choice. I knew I answered my calling when I chose to be a nurse. As Florence Nightingale once said, "Rather, 10 times die in the surf, heralding the way to a new world, than stand idly on the shore." In other words, I'd rather be doing something about this pandemic than to sit back and watch the COVID-19 cases rise in numbers again. So, as tomorrow's healthcare frontliners, I hope you're ready to take on the most daunting, yet satisfying career of being a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, registered nurses, because our time is now, more than ever, and it is ours for the taking. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it!
It's a pleasure to share this wonderful celebration of your achievements. At this time, please take your official Chamberlain University School of Nursing pin which you received and wear it proudly, as this signifies your completion and success in the BSN program. The presentation of the nursing pin originated at the Nightingale School of Nursing in the late 1800s. Florence Nightingale had just returned from the Crimean War, and it was her intention that the pin represent both a medal of excellence and a badge of honor and courage. Nurses provide holistic care, supporting a patient physically and emotionally. Nurses are advocates for their patients and dedicate themselves to improve the lives of others and protect patients from harm. Your pin remembers all those who have gone before you, all those who have dedicated their lives to the profession of nursing. Always wear your pin with pride, and let it be a reminder to you of the commitment you have made to spend your lives serving others.
And now for the presentation of the graduates. Michelle Bacchus. Rebecca Clapper, magna cum laude. I still can't believe it. Just like that, 3 long years comes to a close. Becoming a nurse has been my dream for many years, and this was because I wanted to be like my mom, who is a nurse. She is my hero, and I wanted to be a strong and compassionate woman with the biggest heart, just like her. This journey through nursing school has been a very long and difficult one, filled with more obstacles, emotions, and heartaches than not. But knowing that I had wonderful people with me every step of the way made all the difference. I could have never, ever accomplished this journey on my own, and I would have not gotten through it without the love and support of my parents, my husband Keith, my sisters Katie and Patty, and my daughter Hannah. I will never be able to thank them enough. My poor husband saw more tears and frustrations than he ever thought he would. He stood by my side when I thought I was not smart enough to continue and convinced me that I was. Also, I want to thank my professors, Professor Dave Zaworski, Professor Janine Vale, and Dr. Martin, and the friends I have made while at Chamberlain that never hesitated to listen to me and keep me on track, believing in me when I doubted myself. Now that nursing school is over, it still seems unreal that I am done. All the crying, hard work, and doubting myself has made me see that I can accomplish my dreams and anything else. It is never too late to make your dreams come true, and I will be a wonderful nurse just like my mom. Shamika Delaboyne Garner. I, Shamika Delaboyne Garner, would like to take this time and dedicate this moment to my family and my 5 children. They are the reasons I did not quit the many, many, many times I wanted to. I made it to the end, and it truly was only by the grace of God and the need to set an example for my children that with God all things are possible. To the instructors and staff at Chamberlain, I thank you so much for your encouragement and the extra pushes along the way. To my classmates, we did it, and God bless us on our new journey. Neva Dazam, cum laude. Curry Dunn, magna cum laude. First and above all, I thank God for ordering my steps and allowing me to successfully get through nursing school. I want to thank my wife, Cherie Armour Dunn, for being an excellent support person in my life and standing by me through the thick and thin. I dedicate this accomplishment to my deceased parents, Barbara Jean Jordan and Curry Israel Dunn. I'm a product of their greatness. To my Aunt Shirley, who inspired me to get into the medical field. I never knew this would be a lifelong career. To all my professors at Chamberlain, I thank you for never giving up on us and pushing us to be all we can be. Lastly, I dedicate this to my baby girl, Samia Takira Dunn. I want you to know that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. I did it for you. Sarah May Famadico, cum laude. Today marks not only the completion of my dreams, but also my parents' dreams. It has been a daunting and insightful journey completing my Bachelor of Science in Nursing, but I kept pursuing it because I knew that I will be a great nurse one day. As the first daughter and first grandchild to graduate in America, I want to dedicate this amazing accomplishment to the following people: my grandfather, Federico, my Aunt Gigi, my father, Lee Famadico, and above all, my number one inspiration and role model in my life, the woman who I look up to and am named after, my mother, Flora May Famadico. Thank you for supporting me and helping me achieve the biggest challenge of my life. Alexandra Jones. I want to thank and dedicate my diploma and degree to my boys. You have given me my reason and purpose to keep pushing and not give up. My fiance and love of my life for supporting me in all my decisions and being my strength during times when I have felt so weak. And last but not least, my sister Chelsea for keeping me level-headed on a daily basis and reminding me of my strength and knowing that I would get here. I am forever grateful and blessed to have you all supporting me. Nicole Kozak, cum laude. Amanda Lurchbarker, cum laude. I would like to thank some amazing people in my life. My mom, Debbie, my grandmother, Linda, my grandfather, Julius, and my boyfriend, Mikey. They have been my rocks for the last 3 years during this journey. All the times I wanted to give up, they were all there pushing me to keep going. Thank you for all of the love and support. I never would have gotten as far as I am today without you. To all the friends I have made along the way, I am so very proud of us. We finally did it. Here is to the future and the end of another chapter. Christina Monkowski, cum laude. I would like to thank my family and friends for all their support throughout this journey. A special thank you to Aunt Judy for helping me find my passion for nursing. You have all helped make my dreams a reality. Christina Piat, summa cum laude. I want to dedicate my graduation to my family. Without the help and support of my family, this would not have been possible. My parents have done everything in their power to make life a little easier during this time, from moving from west to east and helping financially. I want to thank my sister Kimberly. She has been our saving grace since moving to Cleveland by helping in every way she can with taking the burden away of finding childcare. Everly and I love you so much. And lastly, I want to thank my daughter Everly. Anytime I wanted to give up, I could just count on her help, lift me up, and remember this is all for a better future for both of us, and the hard times are only temporary. Caitlin Plank. I wanted to dedicate my graduation to my mother, Catherine Plank. Although she could not be here in person to witness my nursing school graduation, I know she is looking down on me and smiling. I also wanted to thank Elon for supporting me throughout the highs and lows of life during these past 3 years and pushing me to achieve my dreams. Finally, thank you to my Aunt Mary and Uncle Dennis. You are the parental figures that took me in as one of your own children and guided me through life with love and support. Asia Rhymes. I once read a quote that said, "If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, not the goal." Those words have helped me get to where I am today. With the help of my amazing family and friends, I was able to accomplish a dream that at many times seemed unattainable. Thank you so much for continuing to push me and encourage me. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you to all of my clinical instructors and professors. And thank you, Steve, because without you, I would never have started this journey. Thank you, Alex and Sarah May, for keeping me sane. And thanks, Curry, for always looking out for the group. Good job, Curry. Thank you, Chamberlain family, for making these past 2 years fly by. Can't wait for the Real Housewives of Chamberlain plus Curry reunion. We rock. Juliet Shamshum, magna cum laude. I would like to make a special dedication to everyone who supported me through nursing school. First, I would like to thank my sister and her family. They were always there when I needed them. I would next like to thank my fiance for always being there for me, letting me vent and cry without judgment and helping me with important decisions about the future. Lastly, I would like to give a big shout out to my parents. Thank you for being my inspiration and supporting me through these past 2.5 years. If it wasn't for you two, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I love all of you so much. Thank you. Macy Wissinger, magna cum laude. I've spent a lot of time thinking about what this day would be like, who would be here, and where I would be in life. Never did I imagine any of it to look like this. However, despite everything the last 4.5 years has been for me, here I am. I want to thank my classmates, professors, and staff at Chamberlain for kicking my butt into high gear every day, for pushing me to my limits, and for believing in me always. Without you all, this day would not be possible. I want to thank my family for supporting me through every high and low, through moving my life around more times than I can count, through all my doubts and fears, and for every pick-me-up I've ever needed. Thank you. I love you guys. I specifically want to thank my dad for supporting me and encouraging me all my life, but especially over the course of my nursing school journey. I truly would not have gotten through these years without you. I next want to thank my boyfriend, Ben, for being my rock on all the days I wanted to quit, and trust me, I wanted to quit so many times. Thank you for believing in me and holding me up on the days that I didn't believe in myself. Thank you for loving me through all the hard days these last 4 years have thrown our way. Thank you for all of it. I could go on about you forever, but for now, I'll just say thank you and I'll see you soon. Next, I want to thank Ben's family. Thank you for making me one of your own and supporting me through my ups and downs just the same over the last several years. For being part of the army that I can turn to on the bad days and the ones to celebrate with me on the good ones. I feel so grateful to have a second family that I can always count on, and I am forever lucky to have you guys. Finally, thank you to my mom. You spent every one of your last days telling me how great of a nurse I am going to be, and I finally did it, Mom. I hope you're up there looking down on me and smiling today because I miss you most of all, and I hope I'm making you proud. Congratulations, most of all, to the Real Housewives of Chamberlain. I love you guys, and I'm going to miss you so much. I am so proud of us because you guys, we did it.
I hereby certify that these students have completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing and recommend that they be awarded this degree.
Thank you, Dr. James. Upon these recommendations and the authority vested in me by the Ohio State Board of Nursing, the Chamberlain Board of Trustees, and the Chamberlain's Dean of Academic Affairs, I hereby confer upon these students the degree of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all the honors and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Now, the Bachelor of Science graduates, please move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your cap, signifying that you are now graduates of Chamberlain University, College of Nursing. Welcome to the nursing profession, and congratulations.
The lighting of the lamp is a symbol of Florence Nightingale's famous late-night rounds when patients were greeted with the warm light of her lamp. It furthermore represents the care and devotion nurses administer to the sick and injured.
Hello, graduating class of 2020, and welcome to your virtual commencement ceremony. My name is Carla Sanderson, and I am the Chamberlain University Provost. All of us at Chamberlain are so proud of you, and we're excited to celebrate you becoming an extraordinary healthcare professional. Accomplishments like yours are highly significant, and I'm honored today to lead you in the Nurses Pledge as a first step in beginning your career in healthcare. Florence Nightingale is known as the founder of modern nursing. In this year, 2020, we celebrate the 200th anniversary of her birth. The Nurses Pledge was composed as a token of appreciation for Florence Nightingale and is recited by new graduating nursing classes everywhere as a pledge to their devotion and dedication to the field of nursing. I invite all nurses to please stand and join these new graduates in reciting this pledge as displayed on the screen. I pledge in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession faithfully. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my profession. I will devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
It is my pleasure to introduce Chamberlain University Cleveland campus alum, Ashley Buzliak.
Congratulations, Chamberlain graduates. I'm honored to be here today to welcome you as a Chamberlain alumni into the field of nursing. There is no more worthwhile profession than ours because you will not only save lives, but make a difference in the lives of others. As I reflect back on my time at Chamberlain, not only did I receive an extraordinary education, I have made connections and formed lasting relationships. This program and faculty have laid a foundation from which you will emerge as knowledgeable and skillful nurse leaders. I encourage each of you to take the lessons that you have learned from each other and transfer them to the patients that you will care for. As a nurse, you will not always have the cure or solution, but we will always have ourselves to offer, and through relationships, we have the power to affect and change lives. You now hold the power to instill laughter in a critically ill child's life, teach a chronically ill adult ways to bring normalcy back in their lives, sharing the joys of a woman's firstborn son. Let that young adult know it's okay that he hears strange voices, or listen to an elderly woman's recipe for the perfect oven-baked chicken, even though she no longer has the strength to make it anymore. These are the moments that you cannot take for granted. You have joined a career path where qualities like empathy, care, and autonomy are of the utmost importance. I know that each and every one of you will take these tools you have learned and take this newfound power wisely. Weave it into your clinical practice. Make it your own. If you remember anything from today, I want you to remember you are amazing. Life is your destiny and what you make of it. Take chances. Don't ever think you cannot do something, because you can, and you are never too old to make a change in your life. The goal that seems too hard to climb for is the goal you should fight viciously to obtain. Don't ever be afraid of it, because fear robs us of the pleasures and accomplishments in our lives. When that little voice inside your head says, "Oh, no way, I can't do this," you need to make a fist and crush it, because it's a lie. You can, you will, and you did. And here you are today celebrating.
We would like to take a moment to reflect on the journey of our graduated here today. I would like all of the graduates who are ready to go out and be that extraordinary nurse to now reflect on the fact that many other people have had a role in getting you to this point. Remember the nurses and patients from the clinical areas, visiting professors, and most important, your family and friends who have supported you and believed in you. Congratulations, and I know you will make all of us proud.